Okay, we've got an old early 60s Fender Deluxe Reverb, and we're going to be putting new tubes in it. So we'll start by removing this panel here. This is not a requirement, but it'll make it a little easier to get to the tubes. Okay, so we've got that panel off, and we can see all of the tubes here. And in order to know where everything goes, if you have any concerns about that, there should be, unless it's gone, a little paper here on the inside that shows the order of the tubes, so you can get a schematic. We've got a full tube set here, and they're more or less lined up in the order that they're going to go. And so the next thing is to remove these tube covers. These are for the preamp sections. Okay. The other thing that we need, besides the tubes and screwdriver and stuff, is a little contact cleaner. I'm just going to hit the pins on the new tubes here with a little contact cleaner. And I'm going to kind of work that in and out. And I'm going to save the old tubes just because I'm weird like that. It's the cowboy way. Okay, and then we've got, for the power section, they've matched these tubes like the old groove tubes used to be. So we've got a pair of matched tubes for that. Again, just going to hit those with a little contact cleaner. Again, just wiggling that around a little bit to make sure those contacts are good and clean. Okay, so we've got reverb in the power section in. And these next ones are the ones that we're going to have to take a pretty close look at the order of these when they come out. And you want to be careful try not to touch any of these wires going into these transformers, because even though it's unplugged, they may still be carrying a little charge. So the unique ones in each section are, so like these are completely different numbers. I've got ECC83S and ECC81. The 81 is the one that goes
in the front end.
In the first one, yeah. And these guys have got some delicate wires, so you have to kind of be careful putting them in, that you get them in the right spot. Again, just going to put it in and pull it out once or twice to make sure those contacts are clean. So some of the numbers on these tubes may not be the same as the ones that you are pulling out, but you should, if you get a full set of these, you should get the 2 power tubes, the 1 reverb tube, and all of those are a little larger. And then for the smaller tubes, you should get 2 sets of 3, one of which is a different number than the other 2 in each set. So you get 2 of one tube, 4 of another. And the important thing is to get the ones that you have less of in the first position here. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but it's the best way I know how to explain it. Again, be careful with these because the kind of delicate wires. So last one going in. In these tubes, you can get them individually if you want to look from the schematic and order them, but they do come in sets as well. And they'll match the power section tubes for you if you get them that way. So I would recommend that. Get these covers back on. This amp is a very early Blackface Red Jewel Deluxe. that a friend of mine had, I think, found in a barn covered with bird dew. I had a guy in Decatur fix it up for me. Okay, I think we've got this back together. We'll put this panel back on, and then we will fire this up and see if it works. Little red jewel comes on, so that's good news. Pull it off standby.